Ever wondered where the line between human and artificial blurs? What if I told you it danced its way into a ballet? Well, it did. Meet Coppelia, a classic ballet with a comedic twist that will make you chuckle and ponder in equal measure. This ballet tells the tale of a young man named Franz, who, bless his heart, falls head over heels in love with a life-size doll. Now, we've all had our fair share of questionable crushes, but this one takes the cake. And as you can imagine, this love story is not your typical boy meets girl affair. It's more of a boy meets doll chaos ensues kind of situation. As Franz navigates this unusual love triangle, we can't help but be drawn into the whirlwind of hilarity and heart that is Coppelia. So grab your tutus and your thinking caps, because we're about to pirouette into the world of ballet and beyond. Love makes the world go around, but in Franz's case, it makes him go around a doll, quite literally. Now, we've all been a little head over heels, but our dear Franz, he's head over heels for a doll. Yes, you heard it right, a doll. Franz, bless his heart, is engaged to the lovely Swanhilda. But then he spots the beautiful Coppelia sitting, reading, never noticing him. He's smitten, completely oblivious to the fact that Coppelia is, well, not exactly alive. Now imagine being Swanhilda, competing for your fiancé's attention with a doll. It's a love triangle that's more of a love angle, with one point being a little inanimate. This tale is a whirlwind of mistaken identities, slapstick comedy, and a dash of good old-fashioned human absurdity. It's love, but not as we know it. And it's as funny as it is bizarre. And you thought your love life was complicated, huh? Enter Swanhilda, the unsung heroine of our tale. Who needs a knight in shining armor when you've got a lady in a tutu? Now let's spin this tale a bit. Swanhilda, our brave ballet dancer, doesn't just twirl on stage. She twirls her way into the heart of the confused Franz, outwitting a life-size doll in the process. Imagine that, a love triangle with a doll. But don't underestimate the power of a woman in a tutu. With her grace, wit, and a dash of daring, she sweeps in to save the day. You see, Swanhilda isn't just a dancer, she's a strategist. She slips into Coppelia's skin, so to speak, and stages a performance that would make anyone question reality. All this to win back her wandering beau, and boy, does she succeed. So, the next time you find your beloved swooning over a doll, remember Swanhilda and her tutu of triumph. Now, you might be thinking, what's a 19th century ballet got to do with my modern life? Well, let me enlighten you. We've all got our heads buried in our phones, engaged in constant conversation with Siri, Alexa, or whichever virtual assistant we've allowed to infiltrate our lives. It's like we're all a little bit Franz, falling head over heels for a doll, albeit a digital one. Picture this. Franz, a young man smitten by Coppelia, a life-size doll. He's so infatuated he almost marries her, thinking she's real. Sounds absurd, right? But let's be honest, haven't we all, at some point, been a little too attached to our gadgets? The theme of human versus artificial in Coppelia is more relevant today than ever before. In an age where we're flirting with the boundaries of artificial intelligence, where robots are becoming more human-like and humans are becoming more attached to their tech, Coppelia serves as a gentle, humorous reminder of our obsession with the artificial. It's not just about the laugh-out-loud moment when Franz realizes he's been wooing a doll. It's also about the deeper question it poses. What happens when we blur the lines between the real and the artificial? What happens when we can't tell the difference anymore? In Coppelia, the line was crossed with a dancing doll. Today, it's with our smart devices, our virtual assistants, our social media personas. Like Franz, we're entranced, enchanted even, by these creations of our own making. We're dancing with our own versions of Coppelia, and like Franz, we're having a hard time distinguishing between what's real and what's not. It's a funny old world, isn't it? A ballet from the 19th century, poking fun at our 21st century follies. So, the next time you find yourself talking to your Alexa a bit too fondly, remember Franz and his dancing doll, and always remember it's all fun and games until someone mistakes a doll for a dame.